The death of King Edward II in 1327 remains one of the most controversial and debated events in English history. Edward II's reign was marked by political instability, military failures, and widespread discontent. His downfall culminated in his deposition, imprisonment, and mysterious death, all tied closely to the ambitions of his wife, Isabella of France, and her lover, Roger Mortimer. Edward II came to the throne in 1307 after the death of his father, Edward I, a king known for his military successes and strong rule. However, Edward II's reign was plagued by his poor leadership, favoritism towards court figures like Piers Gaveston and Hugh Despenser, and repeated military failures, most notably at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314. This crushing defeat by Robert the Bruce's Scottish forces severely undermined his rule. The king's favoritism towards Gaveston and later Despenser alienated much of the English nobility, leading to repeated confrontations. Edward's wife, Isabella of France, originally loyal to her husband, became increasingly disillusioned with his governance, especially as the influence of the Despensers grew. By 1325, tensions between the king and the queen were at a breaking point. Isabella, often referred to as the She-Wolf of France, allied herself with Roger Mortimer, a powerful and ambitious English baron who had been imprisoned but escaped to France. Together, Isabella and Mortimer raised an army and invaded England in 1326, capitalizing on widespread dissatisfaction with Edward's rule. Edward II was captured in November 1326, and in January 1327, he was formally deposed by Parliament, making him the first English king to be deposed. His son, Edward III, was proclaimed king, although Isabella and Mortimer held the real power. Edward II was imprisoned at Berkeley Castle, Gloucestershire, under harsh conditions. The exact circumstances of Edward II's death remain shrouded in mystery. It is widely believed that he was murdered on September 21, 1327, but the exact cause and manner of death have been the subject of speculation. The most infamous account suggests that he was killed by the insertion of a red-hot poker into his body, a gruesome method meant to leave no visible marks, preserving the illusion of a natural death. This story, however, emerged decades after his death and may have been propaganda designed to highlight the cruelty of his captors. Some historians argue that Edward may have died from illness or neglect, while others suggest that he might have escaped and lived in exile under a false identity, a theory supported by scattered accounts of sightings of Edward in the years following his supposed death. Regardless, Edward's death cemented Isabella and Mortimer's hold on power, but their dominance was short-lived. In 1330, Edward III overthrew Mortimer and asserted his authority, executing Mortimer for treason and imprisoning his mother. The death of Edward II continues to fascinate historians, offering a glimpse into the brutal and turbulent nature of medieval politics, where betrayal, intrigue, and power struggles were common themes in the lives and deaths of kings. Thanks for listening. Like and comment. And please subscribe, as that will help us get more videos out to those interested in the Middle Ages. See you next time on Medieval Chronicles 1066. Stay curious.